Hey guys, Kickassreaction here, and we are here to continue on with My Hero Academia, going into the penultimate season of the whole show, Season 7. So yeah, we got a shorter season this time, 21 episodes, which places it at the second shortest season in My Hero, which is interesting. Just based on, the timeline, I don't imagine we're gonna get much filler anymore. Not really a lot was there in season 6, which is really cool, and to be fair, that was one of the better seasons of My Hero in a while. But I'm curious, the fact that this is shorter than a typical season leads me to think that season 8 might be shorter, and it might even be as long as season 1, as I don't believe they'd let a series like this go below a core. I don't think anime really go below cores at all anymore. But I'm curious, right? Because coming off of Season 6, I don't even necessarily know how we extend this beyond Season 7. So the fact that this is shorter, but we also have an 8th season, is really interesting. If I had to make a prediction right now, we're probably going to fully defeat All For One in this season, since, the whole Tartarus thing happened, he busted out, we got characters like Stain, Overhaul, all over the place. All For One is still out there, called out Deku, made it pretty much that he is the star character and the prime target of him now. All Might, you can let All Might go until he's got One For All at this point. So I'm going to imagine that we do deal with All For One in this season, and then Season 8, we, take on Shigaraki. I can't imagine a scenario where Shigaraki's beaten before All For One. Given the circumstance that's going on with those two, that All For One's kind of like trying to take over Shigaraki, or like take over his will and stop Shigaraki from doing whatever he wants, which is his whole motive. I could see him maybe defeating All For One himself. That'd be kind of funny. But yeah, so that's pretty much my my prediction in this one. I'm going into this season without sets because I don't have any sets just yet for this one. So the plan right now is, until I do get sets, just to go in 3s, because I can finish this off evenly in 3s. And yeah, so I don't know anything about this yet. We're just roll balling it, And yeah, we still have a movie to go as well. I believe the movie takes place in between 7 and 8. So if that is the correct place to do it, we'll do that. But yeah, we're almost done. We're legit almost done with My Hero Academia, which is a really nice feeling to have. Obviously, a lot of Deku stuff happened last time, Bro's ready to just share the spotlight, share the main character role with all of Class 1A and everyone else. And yeah, I suspect that right off the bat, we're going to get things really rolling, as we're going national with this. Last scene of season 6. We had, America's top hero, #1, which is pretty much just a gender bend, like, female mummy version of All Might. Stars and Stripe, which was the name. And yeah, we're going pretty big with this. Like, legitimately, this is becoming a global level instant, which is really cool to think about. And we're going to see what the other heroes in this world can actually do, which is going to be really cool. But yeah, anyway, guys, episode 1 of Season 7 of My Hero Academia. Let's do it. Alright guys, so, episode 1, let's go. This is Deku's room. Jesus Christ, the cringe. The cringe of this room. I like my figures as well, man, but holy god, he might be gay.
洗濯なんて何日ぶりだろう。緑谷ひつくは力の責任を全うしようとしてるんだけど。
Yep.
まだ学ぶことがたくさんある。普通の高校生なんです。ここを誰のヒーローアカデミアでいさせてください。
Curious what his final hero costume's gonna be, because like I said, that was like his peak outfit so far in the show. Love the vigilante look. Love how it's just a piece of Gran Torino's costume. If I had to guess, he's out of the shot. Oh, love that shot. You're still on that like main character like conundrum of, do I kill the main bad guy or not? I don't see, like, All For One's gonna die for sure, but Shigaraki should die, but I don't know. Very cool. I love how Shoto's got the UA like uniform on.
絶望を乗り越えその先へ
Overcome despair and go beyond to the future. That's very funny since I'm doing Danganronpa right now, which has a despair and future arc. Alright, let's get it. Alright. So given the whole like unifying theme that happened at the end of the season, I imagine that we're going to get a lot more screen time with 1A in this season. Probably a lot more group pairings and whatnot, not Deku and Bakugo, but like all of them trying to like, oh my god, yeah, we even got some of these 1B people. Holy god. Oh, that's weird. Hey, yo, Mistman! Holy shit, I didn't think that'd come back up. The girl herself, Himiko Toga. I think she's still on her own. Yep. What on earth is that on his back? Yep. Alright, yep. This is really implying that 1A is gonna be a central focus. Oh, yo, I love that. Oh, I love it. The fucking, yep. The high fives as we're literally in battle. That's really cool. And to be fair, like, a majority of 1A still needs some actual screen time to do anything, and Mina is one of them! Though I'd like to see Sue and Momo as well. Jiro's pretty cool. Ida, that poor fucker was forgotten way too long ago at this point. And I do not care about Duct Tape Man or Mineta much. Don't hate him, but meh.
他の都市も同様の被害を受けているそうです。未曾有の被害を日本にもたらしたのは、上場活動戦線と名乗る犯罪組織。指導者は悪の象徴として名高いオール・フォー・ワン。そしてその後継者と目されている戸村重良。
I'm still waiting, man. I'm still waiting for those key pieces to come back. There's no way like the All Might Namu does not come back, right?
ヴィランたちによって被害は拡大の一途をたどっています。日本のヒーローたちは警察組織と連携して脱獄の確保に動いています。
If he doesn't come back, I'm low-key gonna be annoyed.
そのため日本政府は諸外国にヒーロー
What
派
about
遣を要
Maki
請し
either?
何やってんだよ。いや、私はこの国の現状を報告するためによそ者が買ってきてんじゃねえ。
Damn.
海岸の火事見てそんなに楽しいか。いいさ。出撃命令は
Ethan, eh?
日本の事件をきっかけに世界各地のヴィランどもが活性化しだした。
Fair enough. Inspiring fear and despair.
ホワイトハウスも二の足を踏ん
A
でる。
certain girl, much better than any My Hero character, would love this.
そこらでヒーローを日本まで連れてけるってのに。
だったら
Jesus Christ.
連れてってくれない？
Literally.
ブロス。
Bros, literally just a gender bender All Might. Down to even the eyebrows, like, what the hell? I'm not number one here, I can do whatever the fuck I want. What are they gonna do? Demote me? My master's in trouble. Bro, what kind of relationship do you have? In the nick of time. Okay. The West is involved. Why don't we just come with a bunch of guns? You know, that'll solve the problem.
警察とヒーローはその対処に手一杯で僕らに全力を叫んだへ。
Oh, he's just still got that
この
machine.
小さな島国でのかくれんぼは僕らの勝ちだよ。
国外へ逃げても勝てた。
前提が違う。かくれんぼに勝つのは
It's literally just All for One and Spinner. Like, what the
ワンフォー
hell?
オールを手中に収めるのが中期目標。
最終じゃねえのか。
Interesting.
僕は長い人生設計を立てて
Bro, you're like over 150 years
そ
old.
して今その人生設計において最大の壁にして最大のチャンスが来ている。僕には世界中に友人がたくさんいてね。
That's fair.
日本ではオールマイトが組織犯罪を撲滅
But
さ
that's
せた
just one area.
海外じゃそういうわけでもないんだ。
Yeah.
彼らに暴れてもらえば必然的に各国自と他を計りにかけることになる。
壁とチャンスってなんだ？
スター&ストライプ。
You want that quirk as well?
最強の女だ。
The strongest
ヒーロ
woman.
ーの本場自由の国のトップに君臨するヒーロー。
Alright, so America became heroes first.
ギャンブルだぜ。あれに介入されたら面倒なんてもんじゃないが、彼女の個性を取れたら。
Jesus! Really? Holy crap, you're like prioritizing that quirk over one for all. What the hell is this quirk meant to
君たち
do?
とは違い、僕の警護に献身してくれていたけど、君もそろそろ動く時だ。この先君が
Alright, well, you're really hyping up Star and Stripe then. This better be like some fucking... I don't even know. This better be like some fucking reality bending Infinity Stone level quirk. Liberate the paranormal. Spinner the spokesperson. What is this, a doll? Yeah, I'm just really curious if these key players are gonna come back in this season. Makima, you know, Grand Destro, because like they were... Oh, sorry, Grand Destro, Redestro, because they were important.
唯一ご無事であったスケプティック様はおっしゃっている。解放せよ。旧体制の残滓どもを掃討し、リ・デストロの革命を成就させるのだ。戦士をかき集めろ。お前たちが最もやりやすい方法でな。
It's kind of wild that we really are going global with this.
気に食わん連中だが。
Waiting for Toga.
乗りかからぬわけにもいかんだ。
Her tragedy continues, huh?
ヴィラン連合が真の解放者たる使命を背負うか否かは関係ない。祭り上げろ。彼らを本物にするのは我々だ。
Oh, that's sick. Again, knowing that Stain's out there as well is even crazier. Let's see it.
間もなく領空に入るそうです。お出迎えしたらすぐ対策を講じましょう。てかめちゃくちゃ心強いんですけど、スターさん大丈夫かな今後。
I really feel like if she's OP enough for like All for One to consider her priority over Deku, you probably should have like teased her a little bit before this point. Like what the fuck is this quirk?
今連絡が航路上着陸予定地約50キロ。やつだ姿を現した。
Oh my god, they're standing off! What the... What the fuck? What?
出迎えが過ぎるな。自由なやつ。
A battle taking place in the sky is pretty sick.
お前がオールフォーワンってヴィランかい。
Technically, kinda. Oh my god, that looks so wrong. Oh, Shigaraki in a suit? What is this? This looks so wrong. Bro's not the kind of person to wear a suit. We just combined, literally are combining Shigaraki and All for One.
違うぜスター。ありゃ、戸村信楽だ。情報によると、指で触れたものを崩壊させる。
Oh my god, oh look at his hands. Holy crap.
EMP 攻撃も使用するらしい。ガッキー、オートパイロット解除。
I mean, it is All for One as well. He's got the actual All for One quirk.
ブラボーリーダー、アンチパルスフィールド展開。一応聞く。迎撃か回避か。
もちろん。スマッシ
ュ。オーケースター。
We've got possibly a bigger fangirl of All Might than Deku now.
さあ、ヴィラン退治だ。お前たちの死体は必ず
But that's the thing, because we're so early in the season, we know she's gonna lose. But you're hyping her out like she's unstoppable. I love his longer hair too. Oh, that is weird. Who's actually in control? Yeah. You've been a little misinformed on his quirk. Oh, cool. So they're both touch-based. What? What the fuck? She cancelled out the air? New order. Okay. What? 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 Holy shit, it's literally like reality bending. It's literally like the reality stone. Holy crap, that's insane. Yeah, okay, yeah, fuck one for all then. Yeah, that is better. Oh my god, combine that with one for all, you would literally get the reality stone. Lol. As if. Bro's got like every cheat code in the book. One thing at a time. Again, you combine that with like one for all, I'm assuming that just removes the limit. Oh. Interesting. So you gave yourself like a pseudo one for all then? I didn't think about that. Could she gift quirks to people by using that? Maybe even change quirks entirely? And then All Might damn near killed the thing by looks of it. Plus Ultra. Yeah, those two yellow antennas. What a wild. We never understood. We never got an explanation for the hair, but it's funny. Oh my god, that is a mummy look.
ちなみにさっきのタックルでお前に触れ名も呼んだ戸村信楽はここから少しでも動いたら心臓が止まるかかった
I bet you're really wishing you had a racer's quirk now.
境界が極めて曖昧な状態本来ならば2ヶ月の休養を経て完全に僕となるはずだったがすごいぞ
Oh, that's disgusting.
君の憎しみが破壊衝動が
Gross.
僕やドクターの想定を凌駕し膨れ上がっているパーセンテージで言えば97か98といったところ
It really is like a parasite or a symbiote.
オール・フォー・ワンでもなく信楽戸村でもない
Something new.
時計合い新たな人格となりつつ
Alright, so it's
あ
not
るん
just
だよ
complete takeover then. Damn, yes.
聞いてない名前が違うこいつは戸村信楽じゃないのか
What?
そうか僕はいいよ憎いかい
Really?
もっと憎め君の憎しみが僕らの輝かしい
This is some freaky shit.
髪が
How ironic. Merging with a bald guy made your hair grow.
憎しみの積み重ね。
髪が伸びた。よくわからんやつだ。
He looks good with a longer hair, though, to be fair.
ニューオーダー
Definitely looks better.
最強だがルールもある。
Well, maybe there's a limit to it, but you know.
米国ナンバーワンヒーロースター&ストライプ。彼女の個性は国に固く管理され司祭は伏せられている。
Oh,
対
please.
象に触れ名を呼ぶことで好きにルールを
I think if she's number one, a few people would figure it out.
時期のような無体の力。だが今の戦いから
It's literally like a child's game where they just make up any rule they want as they go.
限度があるようだ。無再現ならば初手で俺の頭を砕かなかった理由がない。
戸村信楽はここから少しでも
I mean, like, bro, you had Deku going like 100% last season, while your quirk was inactive and you were tanking it.
再現がないようだ。例えるなら上限のあるバロメーターを自由に設定するようなものか。その一方で指定範囲の空気に触れると死ぬなどと言い出さないのを見るに、何かをかませることで触れていないものにまでルール付けすることはできない。あるいはできるが効果は弱まるとかか。とはいえ真空を作り出しレーザーが持てるほどのルール
It's
設定
still insane.
生命以外のあらゆるものにはかなりの自由度を誇る。
Yeah.
ニューオーダーの真髄は俄然こちら。
Jesus, those tits.
生命とそれ以外の差はおそらく名を呼ぶというプロセスにある。俺にルールが適用されなかった原因は認識のズレ。ミズ・スターは俺を死柄木弔と認識して触れたが、俺は今自分が死柄木なのかオール・フォー・ワンなのか。
You were able to get out of that because you're having an identity crisis? Are you kidding me?
自我の確立したものには名を呼び聞かせ、互いの認識が合致しなければならない。そうでないものにはミズ・スターの一方的な認識で成立してしまう。
Wow.
付与制限は2つか。範囲はどうだろうか。犬のモンちゃんにはモンちゃんと言ってて
I love how he's just theorizing how this works.
本当にどうしちまったんだ僕は。無償に試してみたくて。
I mean, to be fair, yeah, if you could take the quirk, I'd be theorizing that as well.
対策を用意してあるな。
どうするスター。ニューオーダーもレーザー集
Interesting
中
about the dogs and like animals, though.
アグパー司令に伝えて。
まさか
To be fair, a dog would recognize its name eventually.
それは
ここで使えなきゃ。何のための特別指揮権授業だ。こいつはもう
Special
日本の
authority.
敵じゃない。世界の敵になる。日本にはできないやり方で今殺す。
In a way,
なわけで
Japan
到着まで
can't.
の間、足場長持ちさせてよね、ブラス。
まったく世話の焼けるナンバーワンだ。
Oh yeah.
今日から君たちを預かることになった。私と一緒に死んでくれ、ブラザー。
うち頭上のボロ切りを触れようとせ。そこはスターの足場だ。分かってる。
Oh, that's what it was. It wasn't what it was a Namu.
こっからだ。大気は私の1000倍の大きさで固まる。フィストバンプトゥジアース。
God damn. That's pretty fucking scary.
何か言いような。
ダメージ蓄積は無。本当の名前を教えて。って答えてくれるわけがない。結局
He doesn't know himself right now what his name is.
この微塵に砕くのみ。ヘルカットイ。レーザーを私に。レーザーは。
What if, oh my god, you going Zeus right now? Gonna make a lightning bolt out of them?
固まる。結束超。
Yeah, it looks a little like it.
ケラウナス。
高出力レーザーの持続圧迫。さすがに焼き切れるんじゃねえか。
And he's gonna survive this, isn't he?
とどめるだけだ。
How's he gonna survive this?
エンデバーが倒されたはずがない。ハグマさん。
君の身勝手も慣れたものだと油断していたよ。
Okay.
今度ばかりは免許剥奪どころじゃ済まないぞ。
お好きに。で、準備は済んだ。
Dude, we're literally killing the ultimate evil. Who gives a
日
shit?
本にはすでに連絡済みだ。
Like, bro, she's gonna be a queen when this is over.
ルール
Aww, bro took a picture of everyone.
オールマイトでも捉えきれなかった。超える時だ、キャシー。
Casey.
新型極超音速大陸間巡航ミサイル。名はティアマト。全弾漏れなく。
Holy crap, they're literally bringing every weapon they've got in this. Well, I kinda get it though, you know? We're following the main characters, we've got to deal with like morality and the, you know, the rules of Japan, with how strict and tight they are on their rules and shit. And then you just get the US who come in and say, you know what? Just fucking kill it. Just kill the enemy, send every missile we can, use the most deadly quirk in history, you know? Fuck the casualties. Just get rid of the problem before it becomes a bigger problem. I respect that. Honestly, I'm on Stars and Stripes' side this time. Just, like, actually, fuck it. Why let this drag on when you're talking about, like, the most deadly quirk ever? That we have got, you know, like, the third in that league now. Because obviously, All for One, One for All, they're in their own categories in the story. But honestly, New Order is literally on that level. Is that Uraraka? Todoroki? Alright, so we're all just saying goodbye to our past selves. Oh. Wow. Well, they really just wanted to have, like, the most BS make up our own rule kind of quirk ever. But I can at least respect the fact that they put a lot of thought into its introduction right away, you know? Going over the limitations, the specific rules, you know? How it's a little more complex when it comes to people, but when you're talking about, you know, non-living things, inanimate things, it's literally like you are just a reality warper at that point, which is crazy. Yeah. Pretty good quirk. That's a pretty good quirk. So that was our introduction to, obviously, Star and Stripe. Very interesting. Obviously, another product of just All Might being All Might self, you know, and just helping out everyone he can, which is really cool. I do like how you just see, you know, the influence of All Might here, how many people he's, how many followers he's kind of gained, not just in Japan, but outside Japan now as well, which is really cool. And obviously, you know, design-wise, they literally just took All Might and made him a woman for this, which is just kind of funny. But really, really cool stuff. This is obviously one of the more unique quirks we've had in the show. One of more just the one that's literally just we can do and make up whatever we want in this specific moment and it'll work, which is kind of funny. But yeah, I'm struggling to think of a way that, like, she can lose right now, because in theory we've got this in the bag, you know. In theory we can capture Shigaraki right now, although we're not actually talking about capturing him. You know, the US and the US fashion is just being like, you know, we're not taking any chances, we're gonna fucking kill this guy easily right this moment. And I could not agree more, given the shit that we've gone through when it comes to All for One and Shigaraki. But really cool stuff. So obviously, you know, because we have to do anime things, I do not think Shigaraki's going to die in this. I don't know how he's getting out of it yet. He hasn't got a teleporter quirk or anything. But they're gonna find some stuff. They're gonna find some shit to do this with. And we're also teasing the idea now that, like, we're actually gonna merge the two personalities together to make a new villain. Don't know how I feel about that, to be honest. I'd prefer not to, because obviously we've been following two very specific villains in this story, and while having them merge sounds cool in concept, I'd probably rather they don't do that, just obviously because we want to see All for One and Shigaraki be taken down, not some new character that's a fusion of them. But we'll have to see. We'll definitely have to see. A part of me wishes we did kind of, you know, we tease Star and Stripe a little more to this point, given that we've now learned that it's, you know, it's a quirk that All for One's wanted for a long time, and that it's pretty much a game changer. Like, if he gets it, it's pretty much a guarantee. Regardless of how strong Deku gets, he will win. Kind of feel like that, you know, there was a little more foreshadowing to this kind of power out there, that there was a third quirk on the level of One for All and All for One that was not like a mutation quirk, like not a mutated quirk like a One for All is, but you know, just something we could have teased a little bit, you know. But it is what it is. I am excited to see where we do go with this, of course, you know. Again, I don't know how we get out of this scenario. Like, this was an entirely just a battle between Shigaraki and Star and Stripe, and it was absolutely epic. Just seeing two characters that can just BS their way through a battle in any way, shape, or form go at it is really cool in concept. And yeah, right now it seems like she's damn near got the win. So I'm really curious to see what's going to come of that. The OP is interesting. Like I said, given the unifying theme that we got near the end of Season 6, it does seem like we're going to focus a lot more on just the collective of 1A at this point, you know, because even to this day, there's still a lot of the characters that just haven't done much of anything in the class at this point. You know, you've had your stuff from, you know, obviously the main three, Uraraka, Ida, Kurishima's had a lot of stuff to do in this, and like, you know, Momo had stuff early on in the show, but has since been, you know, kind of just sidelined as well. But then you've got like a lot of the others who, again, I haven't even memorized the names of some of these people because they're just not worth it. You know, you got Sero, Mineta, they've always been background characters. The dude that can talk to birds, you know, don't know his name. Invisible Girl, don't know her name either, you know, like just some examples of that. But it does seem like we might actually get some time to let them actually be characters in this season, which is going to be really cool to see. But yeah, I'm really curious to see where we do go with this, obviously, how exactly Shigaraki gets out of this one. And we'll see. So guys, let's do episode 2. Alright guys, episode 2, let's go. Oh, we got backstory. Okay.
ニューオーダー一見何でもできる個性だけどパワー増強には限度があった。どうルール付けしてもうまくいかない。私をよく知る人はこういう。個性とは極めて内的なものだよ。
Sure.
キャシーが女の子だからかな。
Wow. Wow.
女だから？そいつは関係ないねさ。そういう個性ってだけだ。足りねえなら俺たち軍人で補え。それが人間だ。まあ今の時点で十分足りてる。
On paper you might be a god, but you're still a human.
あれをマジに追いかけられるのはこいつくらいなもんだけどな。
Fair.
二人ともゴリラだしな。
Do you guys have any kind of quirks that like are useful at all?
さあ。つまり気負うなってことさ。
Sure.
嫌いな言葉。彼らは一度だって私に言わなかった。
Well, that's cute. So yeah. Let's get into this. How do you close off of this insanely stupid battle?
けどレーザーを解約しなきゃ。集中砲火で隙を埋めてくれ。気を抜けばすぐに攻撃が来る。
この攻撃が俺に効かないことは分かってるはず。
I mean, it's keeping you mobile
ダメージを
or
再生さ
immobile.
せないため結束レーザーで止め置いてる状態。
It's gotta hurt though, right?
この状況一撃で粉砕できなきゃ意味がないことをミズスターは理解してる。何か待ってるな。今以上の火力が出る何か。
Oh my god, look at his skin.
まさか
Bro, it's the US. What do you think they're gonna do? They're gonna bomb your ass down. Screw quirks, we're just going for it.
いやあるならばここが互いに分水嶺。
Yeah. You both will have like a split second to make a move. Oh, that's so sick! That's so cool, the split screen! Oh my god, that counts as touching it?
肘から先が消し飛ぶ前にニューオーダーティアマトは旋回する。
Alright, and we are back. So, let's continue. Oh boy. That looks like Dark Shadow there. State-of-the-art hypersonic, is it? You sure your bros could survive that? That's the battlefield. If that didn't beat him, nothing will. Ugh. So what is what?
そしてこれまでのやりとりからおそらくニューオーダーの制限は2つまで。
God damn.
何かを仕掛けるには状況が変わるはず。ならばルールが変わった瞬間に崩壊でより地下深くに潜り。
Oh my god, you've gotta be kidding me.
変わる前に潜ればバレて対応する。
Come on, man. There's only so much nonsense you can make him pull off.
脳も大鳥に使っていなければ1秒でも遅れていれば
If you change the rule in any way, series would have been over.
分かってたろクソゲーの押し付け合いだって
Yep.
俺が敵じゃなきゃ
You two are kind of like kindred spirits in that way.
人生を得られたのにな
電気スターを援護実験を戻せスターの足を
させるかよ
Can't just make yourself fly. Goodness. Endeavor, you might want to hurry.
その個性よこせや
Even his eyes! Oh, that's so sick!
やれスター俺ごとトムラを叩きつぶせ今なら機体の爆発の衝撃で死ぬにできる
You really think that's gonna do him in when he survived all that? Sacrifice one of your bros. Oh my... Are you fucking mental? Are you actually retarded? Like... I apologize to use such a word, but... What do you think's gonna happen now? What do you think's gonna happen with him using New Order? Like, you idiot. Like, actually idiot. He's probably gonna kill you and your bros anyway. Yeah, well, you changed the ordering a little bit there, but it doesn't matter. You're 2/3 of the way there.
僕の最も嫌がる展開だったわけだ。不完全なこの体でギャンブルに
And it paid off. Oh my god, just give the confirmation already.
賭けは
Oh wow.
賭けは俺の勝ちだ。
So we can use one for... I won the bet, America! Yeah, like actually, you idiot.
全くもって同意だね。
ダメか。耐久力の強化上限に引っかかる。崩壊が止められない。
So we can use decay and all for one together.
体の崩壊と個性の吸引が同時に起こる。
You better hope it doesn't decay first.
ニューオーダーが宣言することで発動する能力である以上、個性と体を同時に守ることはできない。お前は我が身を優先し、両方失ったんだ。
That's actually cool. In theory, she can stop him from even taking the quirk with the order. All for one does not work on my body, and that be it. Give me quirk immunity to everything. She's in him too? Did she put her conscience in the quirk? Is she beating his ass from the inside? What? Did she actually put her own conscience in the quirk? And he's getting beaten down internally?
Eh, 戦闘機爆破じゃ間に合わないから、トムの死柄木に掴まれる直前に付与しておいたの。
Okay.
New Order は
is me.
他の個性と反発。
Oh. Oh, that's kind of cool. New Order will oppose other quirks, eh? Looks like your gamble didn't quite pay off.
個性を奪われ全滅すること。私の体も守れたらよかったけど、それはプラスアルファね。世界の脅威と私一人の一対一交換なら
It's a no-brainer, really.
安いものでしょ。
Holy crap.
ブルー
2
ス、
episodes.
今まで
2 episodes on this girl.
アグパシュレイ、
The shortest span we've ever had a hero for.
ごめんなさい。
With a ridiculous quirk. So what's this gonna do now to Shigaraki?
まるで友食いのような。まずい。個性が奪うか与えるか。破棄はできない。
You're gonna need to give it to someone.
オーダーを与えなくては。
Yeah.
パイロット、こいつらに。
And they're long gone, bro.
ファイヤー。畳みかけろ。スターが奴の中で戦い続けてる。
You're in a bit of a you're in a bit of a pickle here.
その個性が壊された。
She's not just beating them, she's actually opposing, she's actually ripping the quirks out of him.
次々と破壊されていく。
Are you gonna have to start from square one? Are you gonna have to start from square one with no quirk but your own? That is, I guess that is a way to stop him. Holy shit! I didn't even consider that, using the quirks to rupture them all.
素敵な夢に溺れられた。
Or with each second that goes by, like, Shigaraki is losing another quirk. The main body of All For One still has them, though. I do believe that's how it works. Unless they're linked. That's the longest decay in history.
まずい。早く。くそー。
Before you lose that quirk as well. Once again, oh my... That is sick! What, that's like a part Namu quirk. Ah, that's what that was. And Endeavor might be coming along.
私は触覚半分だ。またお前が
The thorn in your side for the rest of time.
どこまでもお前が
Yep. Might! So funny that coming from Shigaraki of all people. I mean, even if you didn't kill him, you are taking out his quirks one after the
今日か
other.
ら君たちを預かることになった。私と一緒に死んでくれ、ブラザー。 これが私の恩返し。
Yep.
スター
Big loss.
スター&ストライプ超えてたよ。お前はずっと
I mean, yeah.
最高
Kinda, you two did
ヒーローだったよ。
took two sides of the battle there. You know, All Might damn near killed his body, and you're killing the Quirks. Basically ruining one all for one entirely.
どこもやってねえし。
Who the fuck are you?
局員も避難してるからな。ここの水と電気はまだ生きてる。
Bunch of
流
randoms.
通は死んでるが最低限の基盤は残ってるわけだ。
Convicted robber and murderer.
都会で暴れるなんざバカのやることや。
And you're gonna get one of you two's gonna get the Quirk. Who wants a Quirk?
なんだ
That hair is way more wild than the girls. Something like that. Oh, dude, since Shigaraki woke up, all of his faces have been peak. Absolute peak.
個性の同居を許さないルールならば第三者の個性を奪い無個性にした上でニューオーダーを与えれば他
Ah, that's really cool.
バカ。
But even... Oh, there's a plan for that.
他の個性と反発する。
Okay.
お前がたくさん個性を持っていたおかげで私も反発されまくって消える。殺しきれなかったのは残念だけど
So it's gone for
よ
good.
く覚えておきな、ジョン・ドゥ。
John Doe.
人が人を助ける限り英雄の意志を継いだ誰かが必ずお前を撃ち滅ぼす。
Huh.
もういい。人間生き延びた方が勝ちだ。失せろ、死人め。
And that's the last remnants of Star and Strife, I guess.
英雄の誰か
緑谷。
Okay.
信楽の逃走後、即座に捜索が進められたが、何者か
It's
が
kind of strange because without knowing the full extent of All for One, we don't necessarily know what quirks he lost in that.
アメリカナンバーワンヒーローの訃報は、その日のうちに世界を
And that's
駆
gonna
け巡
bring even more despair.
り、現最強と謳われたヒーローが叶わなかった事実に、各国は萎縮する。
Mm-hmm.
派遣の取りやめ
This guy,
捨てるのか
the Pharaoh,
違う我が国を捨てないんだよサラーム
Salam.
ヒーローの損失は自国の破滅につながる。その手は遠くの誰かを救うより自国を守ることに必要とされる。世界はヒーロー派遣の保留を即決した。
Crap.
キャシ
Yeah.
ー、会いたかった。
Just
だ
one
がスター
time.
の死は決して無駄じゃない。俺たちが乗ってきた X66 には戸村信楽との戦闘記録が残されている。戦闘中のあらゆる生体反応、個性解析を記録している。これを使えば何か糸口がつかめるはずだ。あの化け物の研究をしていないなんてこと
Yeah.
ないよ
Not even worth hiding that.
そして
The 1A Alliance.
言えよ
アメリカの戦闘機からいただいた分析データで判明した。本来なら信楽は明日にも万全の体となるはずだった。少なくとも1週間信楽は動けない。
Okay,
スタ
cool.
ー&ストライプが残してくれた最後の猶予だ。
スターが残してくれた。
Hmm.
奪われたニューオーダーが毒のように信楽を蝕んだ。
Oh, that's an interesting look for a Chaco.
相当数の個性が損壊したとみられる。
それじゃあ今が千載一遇のチャンス。
そうだ。この時間を有効に使う。信楽とオール・フォー・ワンを倒す。一般人の避難も進みつつある今、残存ヒーロー総出で信楽たちの行方を捜索
That
してい
makes
る。
sense. Again, I'm unsure how this is going to affect All for One, since he has a copy of the quirk with all his other stored quirks in it. So, not quite sure. The original quirk got damaged, but he's got replicas. That face of Darby, holy crap. Damn, we're going for all these crazy shots. But these filters, these color filters are reminding me a little too much of One Punch Man Season 3, and that's just gross. Never make me think of that, even though we're still in it. Great. You need to get on the front lines. Yeah. What is Ida wearing? Oh yeah, I forgot. Tail guy. What the hell? What are you doing to that tail? Some of you are definitely gonna die. Nice. Nice. Never speak for Kachan. Cluster? Yeah, and he just killed the ninth user right there. You know. Shoto and Bakugo can, you know, 2v1 one of them. That might be something. Wow. What? They did indeed. They're still first years, by the way. Just to remind you of that. You're going down. It's the class that'll shape the world, pretty much. Alright. So, yeah, not entirely... I don't know. I kind of feel mixed a little bit, because it makes me wonder just how needed this part of the story even was. You know, like, obviously, this is a good thing. This did a lot of damage to Shigaraki's body. It apparently was just tearing away at the quirks inside of him. But really, without any kind of, like, genuine, like... Without any, like, you know, genuine, like... You know... like, list of quirks he actually has as a whole, it's kind of hard to think, like, how many of this is actually going to be useful. How many quirks he had that we're just not going to see again, and just, you know, the theory of just having, like, all of All for One's quirks in general, there's probably thousands in there that we didn't even know about that are gone now, and it's just, you know, all it did was really buy some time that really could have just been, like, you know, you could have just ripped by saying he still had longer to go without actually doing any of this, but... It is what it is. You know, Star and Stripe, an unfortunate character, the #1 hero in America that is now just gone. That's really bad. Like I said, introducing this ridiculous, like third level, like third SS class quirk to the world that we've seen that is on the power of One for All and All for One that is now unfortunately gone. So it is unfortunate to see that. But like I said, like we just met, you know, Star and Stripe, like, last episode, and so it's hard to really get emotional over a character that we've known for such little time now. But, obviously, this just bought us time, you know, and obviously we're going to try and extend the time as much as we can in this season, because I'd say otherwise if we didn't, this season wouldn't last this long. So, definitely curious to see what we're going to do at this point. Obviously, with a lot of the, with a lot of the league now kind of separated, I'm curious if we're going to get any episodes that's going to expand on them. Obviously, Toga's the big... Like, Toga and Darby are the big ones right now because they have very close connections to the people actually in 1A. Obviously, Darby, that's a fight for Shoto and Endeavor. Toga, you know, Deku and Uraraka, and I'm really curious to see what's going to come of them. Spinner, I honestly don't know. He's just like the wild card in this that's kind of like trying to stay faithful to what his goals actually were, while trying to also balance just the stuff that All For One's planning for Shigaraki, and, you know, he's being the bodyguard. He's kind of being the guy in the back that's kind of trying to stay the least active while still maintaining a use in the league. But even All For One's like, you know, you need to start doing stuff. You know, you're my guard, but you need to be Shigaraki's guard. As, you know, my, like, All For One's body is kind of extensive right now compared to Shigaraki's, and we'll see what comes of that. But yeah, I'm really curious to see what's going to come of all of the league members at this point, because we have been losing them one by one. But at the same time, in this season, I'd say a big priority should be, again, just recollecting the assets. As All For One kind of said, he's got friends in high places all over the world. You know, Japan's just one area on the globe, and so, you know, there's a lot of connections here that we'll see. But I still want to see, you know, like, I still want to see that Namu come back, although at this point, I'd say probably it'd be too much, probably, to add Shigaraki, All For One, the Namu, and Makima back, and I'm not even sure if we're going to get Makima back, you know, so we'll have to see if that. But either way, you know, once again, a lot, like, every time we see Shigaraki, all we can really do at this point is just hold him back, you know, like, last time we beat his ass so bad because we, you know, like, erased or nullified his quirks for so long that he needed to keep regenerating and, you know, complete his body. All we're really doing now is continuously time-lapsing that to where, oh, he's not done yet, he's not done yet, he's not done yet, you know, and All For One is just wanting to actually get this completion, you know, get this body melded, but we haven't actually seen it yet. So at this point, I'm kind of wondering if we're going to do that at all, you know? We're just kind of racing against the clock right now. But either way, you know, that was still a fun episode, like we said. Seeing two of the most insane, versatile powerhouses in My Hero Academia go at it was really fun to see. And unfortunately, you know, we ended off with the death of a pretty cool hero, actually. I would like to see more of her Star and Stripe. Even if she did lose her quirk, it would have been interesting to see her interact with All Might. But, yeah, you know, either way, that was unfortunate, but it's bought us a little time, which is cool. So, yeah, guys, we've still got one episode to go in this set, episode 3, so let's get into this. Alright, guys, we've got episode 3 of Season 7 of My Hero. Let's go.
日本の要請を受け、緊急来日したアメリカナンバーワンヒーロー、スター&ストライ
There you are. Little late on those subs there.
信楽戸村が強襲をかけた。
Yep.
スターは Would
have been such a fun quirk to see a lot more of, but obviously that was way too OP to let slide. I just imagine if she combined that with One For All. Or just set a rule that was like, you know, some bullshit where like Deku could use his quirk at 100% without any downside. That's like GG right there.
君たちが守りたいものを守るためにこの猶予を使って少しでも力を底上げしてもらう
Yep. And they're already doing that. So what we're gonna get, like another training arc? I can't imagine we do that, but we'll see. Can we get a moment to breathe in this arc, you know? Hell yeah. Already gone. Gone, but never forgotten. Really curious what we're doing with those two. Yeah, they teased he was joining the hero course and then just nothing. Never came up again after Season 5. Can't wait to see more of Toga, whatever's gonna come of that. This shot's great, yeah, bro, just going through it and just high-fiving everyone. How long must we wait for another fateful encounter of Deku and Shigaraki, you know? Back to this cave. Oh! Oh, Toga's here.
大丈夫だ。もう一人の僕。
Huh. She's actually here.
大丈夫。因子が混戦して不調をきたしているだけだ。時間が経てばまた個性を使えるようになる。
I can't imagine how bad that must hurt.
オールマイトの面を誰かが覚えている限りこの苛立ちは消えない。
意識が融合してきている。
It's so like, again, it's so weird because like he's out of him while also being in him.
僕は共有している。大丈夫だ。上々だよ。
This is one of the weirdest merger plots I've ever seen. Because he's merging with him, but also he's not.
気楽に行こう。一枚の青写真に固執するのは良くないことだ。
I love his chair follows him though.
せっかく準備をしてくれていたところ悪いが、もうしばらく。
Ah, Dabby.
無理だね限界。今日も元気に親父が飛んでる。耐えられないね。
東也君。 僕と君は似てるけど一つ違いがある。
は？
いいかい？
Bro's just having a fucking babysit a bunch of eager teenagers.
いくつものルートをあらかじめ作っておく。厳密にはいざという時に使えるルートを何年も何十年
Yeah,
も
well,
前
he's
から
not gonna
作って
wait
おき
decades.
最良の道筋を
A master planner, you are basically.
結びつけるのさ。そう。ルートは無数にある。完全な肉体はお預けを食らい、緑やイズクは堅固なゆえに戻ってしまったが。
You can really find him that far away.
僕は東也君と違って友達が多いんだ。
Sure. Was that implying Invisible Girl's on his side? What the hell was that? Why did you just show Invisible Girl? Is she the traitor in 1A that's like never been brought up since like season 1? In a part of me feels that they just forgot that plotline, to be honest. It's genuinely been like, I think since season 1 they haven't brought that up. Let's go! Use those balls, baby! Ah, oh, that's disgusting. That's gotta taste like shit. Really cool though. Seeing spars like this. Ah. Yep. Fling his sweat all over the battlefield. Ow.
エンデバンとこで学んだ溜めて放つ。そいつを一発だけじゃなく汗の玉にして同時多発させる。それが新境地クラスター。
It's pretty cool.
これから俺の技は全て底上げさせる。体温めんの。
I think you might have knocked him out. Oh,
だから冬服なんだ。
that hair. Oh dear. Oh my god. Oh my god.
なんか雰囲気が今までとは違う。
まだ掴みかけだけどな。左のコントロールも右に追いついたはず。ダビの火力に焼かれねえ体を。
That's pretty crazy.
右と左、体は一つ。
At least your head's not bleeding anymore.
オールマイトが総力戦つってたけどさ。ヴィランの大将2人は今弱ってるんじゃねえ。ギガントマキアも拘束して眠らせ続けてんだろ。大将2人見つけりゃ
No idea what's gonna do with him.
ざっくり3点アメ。
3つも前の。
まず1、多分見つかんねえ。
Yeah.
これまでノーム格納庫や信楽のアジト研究施設は見つかっても、オールマイトに敗北後、奴自身の所在は一度もつかめたことがねえ。逃げ隠れるなら世界一なんだよ、あの顔金玉は。
霜やめて。その2は。
Oh my god, they're really just going through it all.
信楽は不完全な状態だった。
He's gonna be stronger?
こちらの甚大な戦力源を
What do you mean we fought him?
現状でも五分と言えるかどうか。
それんで3、火蓋を切るタイミングは向こうが握ってる。
Yep.
ラグドールが奪われた。
遠方からでも個性を特定できるサーチ。
Was there even a limit to that?
アメリカ戦でその個性が消えたとしても、おそらく後手は必死。だからこその今のやけくそ人海戦術なんだよ。
Yeah, and now you lost all motivation to fight.
死柄木たちの動きを誘導できるように、早速僕も捜索に。僕たちだろう。
Are you enjoying the new hair? Yep. We're gonna beat the big bad villain together! Not all of you are useful, like at all, but a lot of you are.
それで言うと、出歩いていいんだよね。
ある程度は。うららかくんの演説を受けて、ヒーロー化と避難民の接触も緩和されたからな。
Nice.
結局、追い詰めても追い詰めてもオールフォーワンは。
Bro, you're like bringing this poor guy into despair. We're trying to motivate people here.
が終わった頃から元気がなかった。それはみんなもそうだったけど。
Okay, but we're really doing stuff here.
あの人が再び指示を出してきた。大丈夫。これまで通り傍受されていても民間の日常に取れるよう暗号化してあるわ。ここなら監視の資格になる。
Oh shit.
大丈夫よ。
You really should have taken off your shoes and gloves.
君は笑顔を見せなかったから心配で。神の間でちゃんとオールフォーワンの言う通りにできたじゃない。やらなきゃ私たちが殺されてしまうの。優雅。
Oh. Oh! Oh, it's the laser kid. I forgot about him. Oh, he's the one spreading shit. Snitch.
林間学校の時も場所を秘密にしてたのにヴィランは来た。まさか。
He's the one.
私たちだって一度だって好きでやったことはないわ。けれど。
What did you do to get involved with him? Are you guys crazy?
でも僕そんな嘘でしょ。嘘。青山くんが。
Aoyama is the traitor.
私たちはあなたに。
Yeah, that's fair. Honestly, good idea to use a character that we barely ever see because, like, you know, we'd never think of that.
だってみんなと違うのはとても怖いから。
個性を持たず生まれたあなたがみんなから外れないように。
Oh.
みんなと一緒に夢を
Oh, you were one of them.
ただそれだけを願って。
こうなることが分かっていたならしなかった。絶対に。
So you.
オールフォーワンに個性をもらう。
So yeah, you bought a quirk basically from him. And a really strange one as well, a laser quirk. Bro was still out there on eBay offering quirks to people in exchange for favors.
絶対に疑われないように振る舞ってきたよ。罪悪感に押しつぶされるから無理やり気丈に振る舞ってたよ。神のでオールフォーワンが捕まった時
You thought you were free. You thought that was it.
これでみんなと一緒に。
優が許してちょうだい。愚かな私たちを許して。
僕ママとパパを守りたくて知らせたくなくて。
Well, invisible girl, if you don't snitch now, you're just as bad. Oh. Oh. Hi. What the hell? You're the traitor.
なんかはがくれさんから聞いて今内通者。
Yep.
何の話かしら。何かとんでもない聞き間違いでも。
Nope. Too late, bro. You are out. You are fucking gone from UA.
あの時僕だけ何も言えなかった。
Oh, did he not speak?
クラスのみんなが次々
I would not have even noticed that, to be honest.
みんなが必死に手を差し伸べる中であの時僕だけが。
Interesting.
青山くん、僕は。
やめて。僕の力はオールマイトから授かった。
And yeah, that's so funny. Yeah, 2 quirkless, and you got it from the ultimate evil. Well, he got it from the ultimate hero.
青山くんだけ浮かない顔のままだったから何かあるのかと思って探しに来たんだ。
Oh crap.
そう。僕だけが。
Well, we know what we gotta do now. You ain't getting away with this.
僕が手引きした。緑谷くん、僕はクズのヴィランだ。
I feel like again we could have used this plotline a little more because we didn't focus at all on it like ever. We never had any scenes of them actually trying to scout out the traitor. It just seems like it was mere coincidence here that they even found it.
友達ね。それバレたらこちらがまずくなるんじゃねえのか。
ならないよ。君は100円ライターがつかなくなったらどうするかね。
Discard it.
彼らが成功すれば嬉しい。ダメだったら
just try something else.
ダメだったかと落胆し、次のルートに思いを馳せる。
I'll be disappointed for about 5 minutes.
正しく使い捨ての道具でしかない。少しでも
And to be honest, that quirk wasn't even that good anyway. Super mid.
ママンもパパも僕の無個性にひどく狼狽していた。二人はいわゆる富裕層の家系で何不自由なく大切に育てられてきたから。
And all for one didn't want money.
きっと
He wanted a tool, a favor in the future, basically.
だからきっと藁にもすがる思いで僕の幸せを願って個性を自由に与えてくれる存在、その噂をたどったんだ。
Yep.
もらった個性は体質と合わず大変だったけど。
Damn. So you got the
ママンとパパは大変な思いをして。
You went through like not only did you get a really shitty quirk, you also got you also have to pay for it.
同調心理から始まった僕の夢はいつかママンとパパンが僕にしてくれたように。
オールマイトが教師になると噂がある。遊泳に入れなさい。
人のために。
Oh boy.
クラスが孤立するタイミングを教えなさい。
人に喜んでもらうために。
合宿先を教えなさい。
みんなのために自分を。
遊泳に戻った緑谷出久が一人きりになるようおびき出しなさい。
I mean, this invisible girl basically counts as being alone, I'd say. What is she gonna do? Nice. How did you do that? Oh, that's a really cool. Oh, that's really cool, actually. That's a really cool. Yeah, that's a really cool ability. Wait. Yo! Holy shit! We actually saw what she looks like. That is not something I ever thought we'd see, but we saw Invisible Girl. Very briefly, but that's a cool. That's a really cool use of the quirk, actually. Reflecting light. Like, bro, chill. You barely even spoke to the guy. It's not that deep.
なるほど。オール・フォー・ワンから個性を与えてもらい支配されるに至ったと。個性の付与は約10年前か。今無事ということはナガンのように裏切ったら爆発する仕掛けはないようだが。
今回で決定的になったぜ。いるだろう。内通者。
That was so long ago.
できれば君たちは下がっていなさい。
下がっていられる。
道理がねえよ。葉隠さんが見つけてなかったら何するつもりだったんだ。
Yeah.
青山さん。
How far were you gonna go before you put your foot down? Yep. They're literally two sides of the same coin, Deku and him.
オール・フォー・ワンについて知っていることを洗いざらい喋ってもらう。知ってることは何もない。私たちはただ頼まれたら実行するだけ。
Pawns, slaves, nothing more.
殺される。嘘をついても殺される。どうやって？見せられた。そうした人間が処分される様を。警察に逃げ込んだ者は出生に殺された。
And even when he was captured, you weren't risking that.
どこにいても居場所がバレる。必ず死に追いやられる。言われた通りにしてどうなるか優雅は知らなかった。ただ誰にも感づかれてはいけないとだけ。悪いのは私たちだ。
何考えて教室にいたの？
自分が殺していたかもしれない人たちと僕は仲間の顔して笑い合った。笑い合えてしまったんだよ。同じ元無個性でオール・フォー・ワンと戦う重圧を背負った彼を知って自分の惨めさに絶望した。彼の心配より先に
That makes sense, honestly.
絶望した自分に絶望したんだ。
And you have to directly get in the line of that.
腐ってたんだよ。青山優が根っからのヴィランだったんだよ。
じゃあなんで賢くてかっちゃんとドカヤミ君を助けようとしたんだよ。
Huh.
あの夜のチーズはオール・フォー・ワンに言われてやったの
The
かよ。
cheese? What? What's this about cheese?
きっときらめけないのさ。
違うだろ。あれは僕が気づけなかった SOS だったんだ。
SOS in cheese. Very French. Very French
泣い
indeed.
ているのはオール・フォー・ワンの言う通りにできなかったからじゃないだろう。オール・フォー・ワンに心を利用されても全ては明け渡さなかったヒーローを僕は知ってる。心が押しつぶされただけだ。
緑谷少年。
Yeah, we ever gonna see Lady Najin again?
一生ヴィランだなんてことはないんだ。この手を握ってくれ、青山君。
そうかデク。
君はまだヒーローになれるんだ。
I don't know about that. Are we really gonna just
待って緑谷君。
free him of punishment?
青山の口を
Yeah, it's not your call to make.
拘束中だ。手は取れない。事情はどうあれ。オール・フォー・ワンに加担した罪を
Yeah, you can only get away with consequence so many
推
times.
測しているだけでまだナガンのような仕掛けがないと言い切れない。セントラルの検査結果が出るまでこれ以上彼に喋らせるのは良くない。
Hey bro, I'm sorry, but this is the real world, okay? There are punishments for this.
我々が神の絵教習をかけることをなぜ報告しなかった？こちらから連絡はできない。向こうが求めた時のみその都度連絡先が伝えられ終わればすぐに使えなくなる。
Fair.
捕まってもたどられないようにか。ならば
塚内さん、オール・フォー・ワンは見つからない。それが今の味方でしょ
う。おそらく後手は必死だからこそのやけくそ人海戦術なんだよ。
だからせめて
手形を死柄木たちの動きを誘導できるように。
そっか。見方を変えれば現状ただ一人青山さんだけがオール・フォー・ワンを欺くことができるかもしれない。
Interesting. And how do you plan on doing
青
that?
山君、もう一度言うよ。君はまだヒーローになれるんだ。
All right then. Well, Aoyama is the traitor. Like I said, it's not the biggest thing out there because generally just we were never focused on this this very background plot at all ever. We knew that someone was leaking info. We did know that, but we were never really bothered to even look for it or find it out. So you know, from a viewer perspective, it's just like, cool. Cool. Definitely one of the people I could see being the villain, though, because, like, yeah, not someone we ever really focused on at all. And it seemed pretty much nigh impossible to really make an accurate prediction for it anyway. So, you know, it is what it is. Who the hell is this? Okay. Just the old versus the new for the outro, which is kind of cool, seeing all the new, pretty much all the 1A students, literally, in their old days and now their current ones. The collectible cards that you should get encased immediately. Nice. So yeah, finally, after so long, we have the trader angle done. Like I said, just not something I was even remotely thinking about anymore, because I feel like, again, have we actually mentioned it at all past Season 1? I know, obviously, the villains did find the hideout in Season 3, which is probably the last time it was mentioned, but in general, it's just like, I almost forgot about this plotline to begin with, because there was just nothing ever really brought about it. And right now, it is very convenient for, you know, in the state where we're finding at the end, it seems a little convenient that, you know, Invisible Girl just happened to find out right away by coincidence, got in contact with Deku, and then we got this. It did lead to a cool moment, though, of us finally seeing what her actual appearance looks like, because, you know, that's another thing I would never in a million years have thought we'd actually see in the story, but it's cool to finally get a, an appearance. I'm sure a lot of the artists on Twitter are you know, happy about that. But yeah, like I said, you know, Aomana, he was, Aoyama, you know, he's definitely one of the freakier characters, I think, in the class. Like, I just remember, there was, like, some weird, it was like a horror parody of him in Season 4, wasn't there? Where she was, like, he was trying to force-feed Deku cheese, and it was a very disturbing moment, and something that really came out of nowhere for the viewers. But yeah, either way, you know, we finally got a good example of just, like, the kind of, the friends, you know, the tools that All For One does use, you know, to reach a certain goal. And I do like All For One's analogy here, how we pretty much just see, you know, he makes plans on top of plans on top of plans, different strategies and different people to use at different areas to achieve one goal. And given that he has an extended lifespan, he can literally wait decades for his goals to be completed. So he really is like a master manipulator, a master planner here, with various different routes and, you know, ways of doing things. Pretty much doesn't believe in the idea of destiny. He's just going to forge, you know, a million different paths to reach his own destiny. It doesn't really matter how he reaches it, you know? Shigaraki and his, like, and his essence inside Shigaraki is, like, it's inconvenient to lose that power right now, but he can wait it out literally by using a different strategy. So I definitely do like his mentality to that. But it also makes me, like, very curious and strange at the same time, because it's like, yeah, not only is All For One's conscience inside of Shigaraki, but All For One is outside in his own original body as well. So, like, what actually happens when they merge? Like, is the All For One that we're seeing right now in the body gone at that point? Like, you know, will he cease to exist and then he'll just have a corpse? Or will this new person he's hoping to, you know, to form out of himself and Shigaraki be there? And then that's just the new big bad, and, like, All For One's, like, the extra piece on the side. I really don't know how that's going to work, in conjunction with the fact that he has a copy of All For One that is undamaged by Star and Stripes meddling. It's just the fact that they're two separate entities now that's really kind of thrown me off on how this actually is working. So, it feels strange. It feels very strange on how to actually theorize this and how this actually works. Because, yeah, at the same time, I'm not sure how much I think they're going to merge to begin with, you know, because Tamura doesn't want that. He doesn't want to fucking merge with All For One. But the fact that it's, like, near 90, you know, 100% completed, I don't know how to, like, how you undo that, if you can at all. But yeah, so that's interesting. Now we've got, like, a backdoor access to All For One, which is kind of cool, and, you know, well, I definitely feel like there does need to be some repercussions here for, you know, Aoma being All For One's spy. the fact that we are using him as like a tool ourselves to get All For One is really interesting. We're gonna have to see where that does end up going, because yeah, there's a lot you can actually do with that. And really now I think we're getting close to finally starting the damn war off at this point, because you know, we've really got to start it soon. But I am excited to see that. So yeah, guys, that's going to do it for the first set of My Hero Academia Season 7. It's been cool stuff for sure, and I'll see you guys next time.